A very good morning from the Groupama Stadium. Definitely feels like the calm before the storm here. Touchdown in France at about 9 o'clock. Lovely warm day, cloudy but warm, perfect footballing conditions in my mind. And this place is going to be loud later, with the Arsenal fans playing their part. Over 400 travelling from the UK, 530 tickets sold in the away end, which is right up the top of this ground. And it's the most fans that have ever travelled from the UK, I'm told, for an Arsenal Women European game. So fantastic support, well done to all coming out. It was an early start for many, myself included, flying out this morning. I think there were 3 flights from various airports going at sort of 7-8 a.m. With many fans coming on those. So the atmosphere really a nervous one though from the supporters I've spoken to so far, and why not? We're here at the home of the record Champions League winners. So much experience, so much quality in their team, but the important thing is Arsenal are still in the tie. They lost 2-1 in the first leg. A bit of a sucker punch with Mariona scoring the penalty and Lyon going down the other end to make it 2-1. But as I say, Arsenal stayed in the game, and they have a 1-goal deficit to overturn. They've done worse, arguably, against a side in Real Madrid who don't have the quality or the squad depth, I think, importantly, of Lyon. And I do think that could be crucial tonight. If Arsenal do take this game the distance, there is extra time, the dreaded P word that I won't say, but Lyon, you do feel, have that squad depth to be able to bring on. Wendy Renard as well, in particular, could make her 500th appearance for Lyon tonight. There was some lettering in the home end at the men's game, sort of commemorating that, which was fantastic to see. Lyon men played here last night, beat Rennes 4-1. So she can make her 500th appearance. There's so much experience in that Lyon side, and I think the worrying thing for Arsenal is the quality and the speed of their front three. Demorne, Diani and Chawinga got there in the end. It's been an early start, like I say, a 10-5 alarm, but Arsenal do feel that they display more than enough in the first leg. They were in the game, played their football. Probably both sides could argue they could have got more out of the game. I think Lyon did miss a couple of chances. Danielle van der Donk, the former Arsenal midfielder, she had that sort of rebound she put wide. Lyon hit the crossbar as well, that 40-yard lob against Manu Zinsberger. Speaking of which, Arsenal are boosted, we expect, by the return of Daphne van Domselaar, who's trained this week. A bit of a miracle recovery as far as I understand, with the state of her ankle sort of earlier this week, the injury she's had. She's done incredibly well, and as have Arsenal's medical team, if she's able to start tonight. Kim Little didn't train for open training on Friday, but she has travelled and was pictured in training yesterday, which is obviously a big boost as well. Arsenal need to get their midfield set up right tonight. Lyon had a little bit too much time to play through the lines in the first leg, so it's a big call whether Slagers sticks with Mariona alongside Kim Little, whether she changes it, Valti, Cooney Cross, even Palova as well. Sort of a hard one with her because she's still coming back from that ACL injury, but we know Victoria Palova at the top of her game will be a really key player. But yeah, the fans meet up is a stone's throw from the ground, so if you are in Lyon, do come down to that. They're always well attended. The one in Madrid was absolutely rammed. They had 2 floors at the pub. Lovely weather for it as well. If you're watching in the UK, it's a 5 p.m. kickoff, 6 p.m. local time here. We'll have the usual live blog, player ratings, manager and player reaction, and yeah, it's got the feeling of a very big night. Sort of reminds me of Wolfsburg Stadium, the sort of modern campus, and just please we've got a game at the stadium of this nature, because Arsenal have played all but one of their Champions League home games at Meadow Park, but away from home Arsenal have gone, the Emirates, played one at Meadow Park. Away from home we've been in Bayern Munich, Real Madrid and Juventus, and none of them have played at the main stadium. So I feel like by this stage of the competition absolutely has to be here in the Groupama Stadium. It's going to be noisy tonight, and the Arsenal away support will play their role as ever, the best in Europe and the best in the league, Katie McCabe told me on Friday. So yeah, big evening ahead here in Lyon. Still a few hours to kill beforehand, and we'll have all the usual coverage from a couple of hours before kickoff.